everyone, welcome back to Farida's Sri Lankan Recipes. Today we're going to be making Lunu Miris and Katta Sambal. The item on the left here is Lunu Miris, and the item on the right is Katta Sambal. There's only a tiny little one ingredient difference between the two, and today I'm going to show you how to make both. These are the ingredients. We have 1 red onion, coarsely cut, a few dried red chilies, 1 lime, some salt, and the only one ingredient that's going to change it from Lunu Miris to Katta Sambal is Masi, or Maldives fish chips. This is not a sponsored item or anything like that. This is just the bottle that I found at the Sri Lankan grocery store. So all you need is a blender. Throw in your onions and add a few of the red chilies. You can use chili flakes, which will make it a little bit easier. You could also replace the dried red chili flakes with cayenne flakes, cayenne pepper flakes. That will make it a lot spicier. I normally use cayenne pepper flakes, but today I'm using chili flakes. So simply throw these 3 ingredients together, or 2 actually, just the onions and chilies together, and grind. It's going to be a little bit tougher. You shouldn't allow it to turn into complete mince. You don't want it to be a smoothie consistency, but you will grind. Here you can see I personally did not put enough chili, so I added a few more, and you can do that based on your preference. If you have more onions, you'll probably need more chilies. And continue to blend, and I can tell whether or not it's spicy enough based on how it looks. At the end, it's supposed to, again, this is a recipe for absolute spice lovers, people who like, extremely spicy food. If you don't like that, don't try it. You won't be able to handle it. But at this point, after the second grinding, I still found that it wasn't enough. So I continued to add chilies until it was a red in color, the blend. Instead of being, you should not be able to see the color of the onion, the purple. Blend again until everything is once again in a chopped consistency. Because I did not add the water, make sure not to add any liquids, because if you do add the liquids, it will turn into a more of a smoothie consistency. You just have to keep opening the lid and pushing down the ingredients a little more. Now at this point, I add the salt and I give it another whirl. I also add the lime juice, the juice of 1 lime or half a lime, depending on how much you want. You should be able to taste the lime in the recipe. So I usually put 1 lime because it helps with the heat. But you can use less if you like. So the salt and the lime, and then blend it again. Again, you don't want to over blend to get it into now that there is liquid in there, you don't want it to turn into smoothie consistency. You just want to blend it enough until it's like chopped pieces, but finely chopped. But you don't see the color of the onions anymore. It's more red. It's more like the chili flakes or the red pepper flakes. The red chili flakes. Now I just added a little bit of Masi, or Maldives fish chips. I put a few into the mixture just to get that salty, saltfish type flavor into this recipe. But of course, before I did that, I took a couple of teaspoons and separated it and put it in a little bowl. That is our Lunu Miris, without the Masi, without the Maldives fish chips. And this next little bit is going to be our Katta Sambal. Now this is Lunu Miris, no Masi, no fish chips in there. And this is our Katta Sambal. I'm adding a few more. I'm going to blend it probably. I don't know if I blended it again here. There was so much blending going on in this recipe that I actually don't know if I blended it again with the chips. But I do, in the end, add a whole handful of Masi into the Katta Sambal mixture and just mix it with a spoon, because you should be able to bite into little pieces of the Maldives chips. Here's the Katta Sambal. It already has some bits of the Maldives kind of blended and minced into the mixture. And there's the handful that I'm adding afterwards. You can add as many or as little as you like, or if you don't like the fish chips and you want to keep this completely vegan recipe, then you can just stick to the Lunu Miris, which doesn't include the fish. Yeah, and that's the Katta Sambal right there. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Please do, if you love spice, please do try and make it. And if you like it, make sure to click subscribe and like and share this video with anybody that you think might like it. Thank you. It's a great little tiny simple recipe for the spice lovers in your house. So if you don't have any spices included in your dinner that day, you can pretty much add this to anything you eat with roti, rice, etc.